Warriors, welcome to this video. Today we're talking about how we can help a health anxiety sufferer. You as the support team, you as the wife, you as the husband, you as the friend. What's the one thing you need to understand and you need to do in order to help this person? Now, I'm going to give it to you right away, and the one thing is based around understanding. A lot of people say, oh, I understand what you're going through. I understand the fear. I understand the worry. But you know what? When it comes to health anxiety, this is something that you don't normally run into in everyday life. Someone who's constantly worried about physical ailments, worried about what a sensation might mean, worried about whether or not their panic attack is a heart attack or back and forth, whether or not they should go to the emergency room or not. You know, there are so many different paths that health anxiety sufferers take. You know, a headache, once they overcome the sensation of a headache and they've disrespected the thoughts that go along with it, they've reconditioned their belief systems based around it, they get comfortable with that sensation, another one starts to pop up, and so on and so on. So anxiety has many different faces. Okay, so the subtopics based around understanding are these. Number one, you've got to get educated. Okay, with Rob and my fiance, it wasn't until she started to educate herself, reading books like Dr. Clara Weeks' books, reading even my books. If you go to anxietyexit.com, there's a bunch of resources there. There's my own personal journey on the front page. There are books based around how to help somebody with hypochondria, health anxiety. And health anxiety is a pretty new term overall. You know, this is, for a long time, people didn't understand what hypochondriacs were. You know, what is a hypochondriac? Now, what is health anxiety? Well, health anxiety is this overblown fear of thinking that you have a physical ailment, and at any moment, you know, something could go terribly wrong within your mind or your body. So let's understand how important it is for you to start getting educated in order for you to understand a bit better as far as what the sufferer is going through. Don't say, you know, things such as learn how to relax. Don't say things such as everything's going to be okay. You've got to stop sugarcoating the situation, and you've got to put your shoes into a health anxiety sufferer. You've got to get into their shoes to truly understand what they're going through. Once you can do that, the feedback that you give is much different, right? So the next one is being supportive during times of crisis. Okay, there's going to be crisis. In the morning, a lot of people with their cortisol levels being high tend to be stretched with health anxiety, and that can kind of go through the entire day sometimes. So we must understand that during times of crisis where the health anxiety sufferer is ruminating over these thoughts, ruminating over these sensations, you've got to be there for them, right? You can't, you know, be caught up in something else. You've got to be a great listener, and at this point now you're being educated, so you're giving back the right feedback. You've got to be there during the times of crisis without adding to the anxiety anymore. Okay, so be there for them when they need you. Okay, really important. The next one is just feeling welcome to share, you know, their challenges. They should be able to feel very welcome to come to you and go, you know, here's what I'm dealing with. Here's what I'm dealing with today. Here are the thoughts that are going through my head. Here are the beliefs I had for a long time. And you know what? You and that person can work together to go, my goodness, those beliefs did start with your mom. They did start with your dad. They did start with your brothers, your teachers and such. Can you pinpoint the time between the ages of 0 and 10 that you created all this fear within you, and then that fear lingered on to your health concerns? Can you see that? So getting to know this person and understanding that, you know what, my goodness, yes, you can come to me with any challenge you have. Any challenge you have, you can come to me and we will work through it together. This is a supportive person. Now you're a team. Now you're salt and pepper. Okay? Now a change can happen. Okay, and this is what I believe. I believe that, you know, a team is so important. A support team is so important. That's why when you go on the Facebook page and you see the anxiety guy, there's people there talking about their progress. There's people there talking about their challenges. And when somebody talks about their challenges, there's somebody that steps up and says, hey, here's what you need to do. Here's what you need to think. Here's the behavior you need to implement next time. So really important, guys, that you listen. The next one is just simply understand the importance of breaking a pattern. If I ask you right now, with you having health anxiety, why is the moon in fact made out of green cheese? Why do pigs fly only west in the winter? You're going, my God, Dennis, what are you talking about? Well, when you start focusing in on something that frazzles your brain, as far as why is the moon made out of green cheese, and you start focusing in on that, right? That's a method, that will help a person take their attention off of their health concerns, which is huge, okay? So when you start to break this person's pattern as far as telling them something they don't expect, or the sufferer, in fact, breaking their own patterns by taking a 30-second cold shower, whatever it may be, you're going to find that things start to change rapidly. The attention is not focused anymore on the concern. The attention is now focused on what is now present, which is, why is the moon made out of green cheese? If I deeply start to think about this, and I start to evaluate it, my conscious mind starts to kick in and analyzes what the heck I'm talking about, all of a sudden, that sensation begins to be accepted. I am accepted. I am no longer fighting it. I am no longer hoping that it goes away. I am no longer concerned and whether or not I should go to the emergency room or not, or take that pill, whatever it is, whatever coping methods. I am no longer concerned about gaining the reassurance from this physical sensation. I am now fully focused on something different, and this, my friends, is huge. The final subtopic based around understanding, guys, is the idea that you must practice patience. If you don't have the patience, then you know what? You're going to be going one step forward and two steps back the whole time. If you're practicing patience, if you're going, you know what, honey, here's the thing. We're going to commit to this for 3 months. We're going to work together on a CBT-based program together. I'm going to put in the time. I'm not going to be lazy. I'm not going to go to my to-do list, because the most important thing right now is your mental well-being. Very important. Practice patience. Practice patience. This is going to take some time. Love you guys so very much. Remember, you are more than anxiety. Comment below. Let me know what you think about this video. I'll see you very, very soon. Love you guys.